On this clip, we're going to be talking about the game that I teach. It's called the weight game. You can do this with your toys or with treats, whatever your dog wants to go to. If you're using treats, then when you first start it, you want to make sure you're kind of in control of making sure the dog doesn't just run and get a treat. So you're going to start pretty close to the dog. I use toys for this. My dogs would do treats with it just fine. I have done treats with it, but I just like using toys for this particular game. So this game, it can increase motivation for a dog that needs a little bit of extra in their, training and agility or anything like that. And it can also create very nice impulse control and things like that if your dog needs more of that. The reason it can do both, it kind of depends on how you approach the game. I do with Nargles, or Try for that matter. When I'm doing it, and I'll show you how I do it here in a minute, but when I'm doing it, I'm not sitting there, pumping them up or anything, because they don't need it. They already have enough drive and what I want to see in them, and now I want them to learn to keep that drive in control and have impulse control. Now if Nargles or Try needed a little bit of extra get up and go and I needed to create some motivation, then when I do it, I'll be more likely, come here Nargles, I'd be more likely to hold her and go, you ready, you want to get it, and you're also working impulse control and you're creating motivation at the same time, if that makes sense. Because you're going to be creating drive towards this toy or treat or whatever it is that you're using. So when I first start this, both my dogs already know what a weight is. I teach a moving weight, so they both, before we've started this, they understand what weight means. I don't use this game to teach weight, so they both understand that weight means to stop. So that's definitely something before you get to this game that you want to teach them how to do a moving weight, and that's also included in the team program is doing a moving weight as well. So you want to make sure and teach that before you've gotten into teaching this weight game. Make sure they understand what a weight is. When I first start it, I usually have it pretty close to the dog, but this is kind of an overview of just showing what we're doing. But when I start, I have the toy pretty close, and then I gradually start moving it further and further away. So what I do, come here Nargs, wait, lie down, is I'm going to chuck the toy out there. Hopefully it's still in camera view. I'm going to chuck the toy out there and they're going to wait for it. Good girl. And usually the further out I get, I will make her stop on the way to the toy as well. But we don't have a lot of space here where the camera can still catch everything. Okay. Wait. Okay. Good. And even when she's bringing the toy back to me, I'll tell her to wait. Wait. Okay. Wait. Okay. Wait. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. Let me see. Get it up here. Come on. Ah. Wait. So hopefully we can get this kind of in view. Wait. Okay. Okay. Wait. Good girl. Yeah. Okay. Good. So you see what I'm doing is I just want her to, be heading to the toy, and like I said, I do this pretty long distance too, so I might throw it 20-30 feet out, and I'll say wait a couple of times on the way to the toy, so she's learning, to sometimes she just goes run straight to the toy. I don't tell her wait at all. Sometimes she has to stop, and it really does build motivation in dogs that need motivation, and it also creates great impulse control for dogs that need the impulse control. Wait. What I also do with the same game is if you have multiple dogs, and once again, this is back to, make sure your dog fully understands what weight is, and you've done this weight game with them singly, but I will bring in my other dog. Try him. Get over here. Wait. So I will chuck a toy out, and like I said, hopefully it's in camera view. If not, it's just laying out here. So now there's two dogs, and when I say one of their names, that's the cue for them to go get it. Try. Good. Come on. Whoops, come on. Good. Back over here. No, get off the cat perch. Wait. Nargles. Okay. Wait. Wait. Nargles. Good. And as they get more advanced, when you get more advanced doing this with them, wait, then you can start kind of upping the ante a little bit. Ready. Ready. Wait. Ready. Ready. Wait. Ready. Nargles. Narbles. Yeah, go ahead. Try come. Wait. Good. Narbles. And just like that, try breaks. It's just, bring her back. Wait. Ready. Try. Good job. Good. Wait. Wait. Narbles. Good. And sometimes I alternate them like what you see. Hey, come here. Get over here with it. You know, I'll alternate them. Going back and forth. You want to try Nargles, getting the toy. Sometimes Try gets to get it 3 times, Nargles gets to get it 4 times. You know, I just kind of vary it back and forth so they don't start getting into a pattern of, oh, Try goes, I go, Try goes, I go. You know, they start kind of seeing that it is random. And this is very advanced. You know, Nargles is 2 years old, Try's 8 years old. And they've been doing this all their lives to get to this point. You know, Nargles has just now, she's 2 years old, and she's just now gotten to where we do this. You know, probably in the last 6-7 months she's gotten to where we do the 2-dog thing. So this is not something that I teach them how to wait before a toy and then I start throwing multiple dogs out there. When I had my other 2 dogs before they passed away, I did it with, you know, 3 dogs or 4 dogs depending on who I have. To where I have all the dogs sitting here and we will go outside and this is what we play. You know, this isn't just, okay, I'm going to teach my dogs, you know, I'm going to play the weight game with them today. I take my dogs outside every day to play with them and let them run around, and I will do this. I'll chuck the toy, you know, 30, 40 feet out as far as I can throw it, and they have to do weights all the way to the toy. You know, a lot of it is mental. I want them to learn, you know, impulse control, teach them, you know, patience and all that sort of good stuff. The other side of it, you know, from a physical standpoint, I don't want them diving into toys, so when I throw a toy, I usually make them wait a couple times on the way there so they're not jamming their bodies into the toy as well. But this is a great, great game. I love playing this weight game. And like I said earlier, make sure your dog understands what a moving weight is before you really get into doing something like this. And this is why I love using the toys, because you can throw it long distances, and if they happen to get it, it's just and bring them back.